What's up, guys? Mike here, back with another adventure. Today, we're out here alongside the Lackawanna River. Out here, getting a little miles in, down by the tracks. We leave for the Appalachian Trail in 4 days. We leave this Saturday. Very excited about that. But while I'm out here, putting in some miles, thinking about doing about 10-15 today. And I like getting out here to put some miles in to work the feet on this ballast here. These rocks are difficult on the feet, I'll tell you that. But today's adventure, we're just down here, gonna do some hiking, put some miles in, and I have a bunch of beautiful discoveries to show you down here. 2 beautiful stone culverts. One I just found the other day while I was out putting some miles in down here. And if I could get to it in time, I have actually found a bridge, the remains of a bridge. So we get to see the stone columns that were left from that, and I have a little bit of history on that. So yeah, with this adventure, we're just gonna be hanging out down by the river, enjoying some history, and just enjoying this beautiful day. So I want to thank you guys for following me on this adventure today. And if you're new here, go ahead, hit that sub button down below. Become part of the Naturing family. Join me on all these little adventures I get out here and take. It's greatly appreciated, and I hope you enjoy. So come along. Here's the view for today. Nice flat area. You got the beautiful sky. Sun's out today. It's gonna be some great trekking weather. And again, I don't know how much this will help me on the AT being all flat and all, but again, walking on these rocks here, they'll definitely get your feet in shape. But we have about a nice 3-mile trek to get to the first culvert. So we'll be making our way down to see that first. This is the new one that I just recently found yesterday, which I'm excited to show you guys. So I was finally able to get us a little closer to the river. And just how beautiful of a day it is out here on the river. Just absolutely incredible. Sun shining, beautiful blue skies. You got a fast moving river. Just absolutely beautiful out here. Just a few miles down trail. Should be hitting some stonework coming up soon. But I just had to come out here and show you just how beautiful of a day it is down here by the river. Wow, absolutely enjoying this sunlight. Feels so good. Unfortunately, it's not gonna last. I know we have some rain coming tomorrow and the next day. And then they say for April 1st, we might have some snow here. It's not good. But then again, it's gonna warm up right after that, get back into the 60s. So that's good. But we're gonna get out from underneath this bridge and carry on and get to see some nice stonework. So we're a pretty good distance away from the bridge that I was just at before, and coming down, you're gonna start seeing some of that beautiful stone wall. Let me zoom out for you. Yeah, just look at this. This is some of my favorite stuff to see when I come down by the tracks here. I love seeing all of this old stonework, these stone walls against where the tracks would be. Again, I just can't imagine the amount of work it would have taken these people to sit here and stack all these rocks one by one. It's not like today where everything's all prefabricated and preformed. We would just drop a section of concrete in there and link it up. These guys were hand stacking. And that's just so impressive. It's so beautiful, and it's still standing probably 100 years later. Beautiful. Well, we made it to the location. Let me turn in and just show you that. Right there in the middle. You see that stone tower? Let me zoom in, and yeah, that's where we're gonna be headed. I'll go right up here and take a look at this. Again, I was out hiking the other day just searching for some stone abruptments from a bridge I was told about over on the other side of the river. And I thought maybe, just maybe, I could find the other section over here. But I ended up finding this beautiful old stone culvert. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And you could see it would have drained out. It would have came down and would have flowed underneath this little rock culvert, up underneath the tracks, and would have flowed right out into the river. But I'm gonna get my flashlight out, and we're gonna take a nice trip up, and I'll show you inside, and maybe we'll take a walk up above and I'll show you the rest of that area. Okay, so we're climbing up here, and here's the first little shot looking inside. That's beautiful. And have the Wildtac A5. Give you a little shot looking in here. And again, this is probably about 8 foot high. Goes all the way through. You see a little cave in up on the left hand side. Starting to fail, but as you can see right up above, that's where the water would have drained down into. Let me turn it around. And it would have shuttled it right out of this culvert down to the little one below, which would have funneled everything out into the river. And I would imagine this was used for mining in the area, as there's a ton of strip mining and coal mining right up above this area here. But just magnificent structure. You could see how it was placed, the big stones here. Just absolutely incredible workmanship. And I'm standing up in here. I'm about 6 foot, and I still have another foot over me to look out. But just an absolute gorgeous culvert. And again, I just found this yesterday out on my hike. And now we'll take you right along the top here, and I'll show you how everything would have worked. And there's actually multiple parts to this culvert. We'll get up here first and show you that. Yeah, so here we are, standing above the culvert here, and it would have ran right up in between those trees here. You could see some of this cave in here. And this is where the second culvert would have been, right here. It's all filled in and caved in, but you can still see some of the rock section right up above and right at the bottom. So that would have been a culvert here. And that hole I showed you inside is right there. We were looking right through this hole out from the inside. But just pretty cool how these set of culverts would have drained everything out from the mines up here. And again, I'll take you up top and just show you where everything would have flowed from. You would have had a steady flow coming right up there where those trees are. Actually, where that tree that I'm touching, right here, looks like there could have been another little culvert, and the highway rests right up above here. But I'm assuming they've done mining in the area and everything else was just flowing downhill. It would hit the first culvert, rolled down into the second one that we were just in, and then finally hit the third one to go into the tracks to reach the river down below. But wanted to show you those. Just an incredible find. Like I said, I was just out hiking, putting in some extra miles, and we just stumbled up upon this. I'm gonna climb back down and I'll show you that little culvert on the bottom. Give you one last shot. Looking in. Get a nice cool breeze coming out of here. Don't mind staying in here today. Beautiful. But yeah, we're gonna climb down here and I'll show you the inside of that smaller culvert. And again, just love the detail on all the stonework. And this would have channeled all the way out to the river. You can see how that's all nice stone layered in the bottom here. Incredible. And that would roll right out to the Lackawanna. Well, we just got back from seeing the first culvert and some of the stone walls that led up to it. Again, I absolutely just love that stonework. I'm just impressed on how they managed to build that and it lasts for so long. It's just incredible. And again, I was surprised to even find that the other day. Again, I'm just out here hiking, trying to toughen up my feet on this ballast, and yeah, I stumbled in upon that, and I definitely had to show you guys it. So cool. But now we're gonna march a few miles the opposite way, and I have my favorite stone culvert I've ever found. I'm gonna show you next, so stay tuned, stay with me. We'll be there in no time. If we were just a little bit quicker, we would have got to see this beautiful train. Reading and Northern, taking off down track. Whew. This 60 degrees is feeling more like 90 today. Don't think I should have wore the layers that I have, but hey, you live, you learn, right? But we're gonna flip it around and I wanna show you another little culvert I found. This one's from, I want to say, the 1920s. It's right behind me here. We're gonna flip it around and I'll give you a look at that one. Here we are at the base of the stone culvert here. This one's more modern. As you can see, it's made out of concrete, as the other one I showed you first has all stones. We'll come up here and give you a look at it. See if we can get up here and show you. Yeah, this would have had water flowing right out of it. And of course, our local graffiti artist had to do a little damage to the property here. But that here is another little culvert used by the coal companies. See the stalagmites up there, and That would have ran all the way back. It's backfilled now. But 1922. And again, that would have flowed the water all the way down. And again, it would have went right under the first set of tracks there. And there's a little dip right here. You can see there's a pipe right there. So that would have came right underneath the tracks. And it would have been used for the coal mines to run the wash out to the river. So we just left the second culvert. Again, that was more of a modern one, 1920s. I want to say the one all the way back further, that was going to be the 1800s, I would think, just by all that stone, late 1800s maybe. But again, great coming out here, seeing some history, getting some nice fresh air, putting some miles on the ground. And we're still not done. I have my favorite culvert to show you, and hopefully we'll be able to get down and show you the abutments for that old bridge they used to run through, Old Forge. Here's some more remnants. We got the brick line pipe here that would have ran, again, all the way up from where the mines were located. You'll see these throughout the whole side of the banks here, leading, pointing towards the river. Well, I wanted to come down and show you one of my favorite sections of river on my way to the last culvert. This here is one of my favorite spots to hang out at if I'm down here. Nice place to just set up the hammock and just enjoy the river. Well, here we are. Just walked down a little bit of a boulder field, backtracked a little bit to get here. But this is going to lead us right down to, I think, one of my favorite culverts. I mean, this is just an absolutely an astonishing piece of work. And I'm so happy not many people know about this. Again, you can see where the water would have flowed down into the culvert here. And this would have just shuttled all that water out from the mines above. But here we go, we're gonna just make our way over these big boulders here. And here we are, guys. Check this out. I mean, just an absolute gorgeous piece of stonework here. That's at least 10 foot high, easily. And I mean, just look at that stonework from top to bottom. I don't even think I'll need my flashlight in here. We'll take you right in here. Just an absolute beauty. And this will take you right out to the Lackawanna River. And again, look how beautiful that stonework is. Just right out to the river. Just absolute gorgeous piece of work here. And again, here's from the outside by the river looking in. And just pristine. Absolutely no graffiti inside here, except for one idiot QT who thinks it's Great to just write all over every place you go to 1,000 times. But just look how that stucco is staying up there. Yeah, just really incredible, guys. And it's a good distance down too. Take a nice slow walk through and just take it all in. But how incredible is this? Incredible. Absolutely love this place. What do you think of this culvert here? Absolutely astonishing, I think. It's probably one of my favorite culverts I've been in a while. Again, like I said, since the Erie line culvert, this is definitely right up there. Absolutely incredible in here. The stonework, impeccable. But we're gonna leave here now, head back up to where the trail is, and then get back on the tracks. And then we are gonna make our way, finally, to see those stone abutments for the bridge that I was told about. So we're gonna make our way another 3 miles, and I'll bring you back. Well, as you can see, we're on the other side of the river now. You can see the bridge up here. And just passing shortly, hilariously, is the train. There's another train we just missed. This one is a Norfolk Southern. But we just missed 2 trains on either side of the river. What are the odds of that? We're still making our way to where the remains of the bridge abutments are. Maybe about a mile now. But first of all, I wanted to give a big shout out to my PayPal supporters, my trail angels as I'm going to call them. I set up a PayPal account, and somebody actually requested me to do that, so I finally got that set up. If you watched my last video, I said I was going to post it in the next video, and that video hasn't come out yet, but people found the link. I had 3 nice donations, so I want to say thank you so much. I'll put your names up right here. Got some beautiful trail angels out there helping me along the way, and they won't go unnoticed. I appreciate every single thing you guys do for me, and any donation that comes in on this PayPal account will be used on the trail, for the trail. Be able to re-up at different places, maybe stay at different hostels and produce live streams there for you guys if that's something you're interested in. But I will leave the link in the description below if anybody wants to donate. Don't feel pressured to. Again, I already have funds set aside for the trip, so don't worry about that. But I do appreciate all the help. Doesn't go unnoticed, guys. I appreciate it so much. But in a few minutes, we'll be down to the bridge, and I can't wait to show you that and give you a little bit of history. So here we are on the Old Forge side of the river, and see if I get out of the light. That stone right there, that is the remains of what the locals I've read called the Three Barrel Bridge. We're going to get up here, take a nice close look at it, and we'll give you just a little bit of information about it and where it ran. Yeah, here are the stone abutments here from what the locals called the Three Barrel Bridge. They called that because with the single line of track, there was nowhere for people to escape when the train was coming over. So they had 3 steel barrels connected to the end of the bridge so that if a train were coming, you could hop in. But this here would have connected Old Forge and the Greenwood collieries. As you can see here, there's more large pieces of it where it came all the way out. Right now I'm on top of the upper branch, but it would have ran straight across. That's the Lackawanna River. It would have ran right across the Lackawanna, across into Greenwood. And there is some stone abutments down on the other side of the river, but with the wash up, I can't get to it. And there's also another stone abutment down where the highway is, over in Greenwood there. And that was covered over by the highway now. But there should be some remains over there. But this is just an incredible little section of bridge that I had no idea existed. And I don't know if a lot of other people do too. But you could see all the stone pieces here. Let me get back down and give you a better shot of the towers here. But again, absolutely incredible stonework. You know, the first tier, second tier, and then all the way down. Yeah, the third one. And the bridge would have ran straight across down into Greenwood to connect the Old Forge collieries and the Moosic collieries. And this was the Susquehanna Connecting Railroad, I believe it's called. And that operated the late 1800s into the early 1900s. But its main goal was, again, transportation of coal across the Lackawanna. Here's some coal remnants. It's all over here. You can see coal powder by the trees. It's just everywhere down here. It's like lighting up like diamonds. It's all coal dust and coal powder all over here. Wow, guys, how impressive is that little bit of stone left from that bridge? Just incredible. I couldn't imagine being on that bridge when a train is coming and having to jump into one of those barrels to get away from it. But just amazing. Look at that, big chunk of coal here. Just crazy, the amount of history that's just laying back here. This wall will probably not be here in another 30 years, the way it's looking with all the stones getting picked off from all the people quadding, and just a shame that we're gonna lose all this history. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's adventure. We got out, put about close to 8 miles in today on the nice rocky surfaces of the railroad. But I absolutely enjoyed it. Got to show you 3 beautiful culverts and the remains of this old bridge here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Go ahead down and subscribe. And again, I'll leave that PayPal link in the description below. And I appreciate it all the help. Greatly appreciate it. You don't even know. And again, I'll drop your names on the Trail Angel list with the rest. And again, this is Mike from Mountain Naturing. Hope you enjoy. Keep it real to the next time. Hopefully next we'll be in Georgia. Thanks guys for watching.